What's up? So for today's video, I'm gonna be doing a trade recap on Wednesday's trade. I mean Friday's trade, and then going over a little bit of like a weekly outlook for next week. And I might have to go pick up my grandma somewhere, but if I don't have to do that, then I will do like my missed trade as well. All right, let's get FX replay working, and then yeah. All right, so coming into the day on Wednesday, I'll show you my levels right now. Let's delete everything. All right, so coming into the day on the 4 hour time frame, honestly, I don't fuck how like NQ on FX Replay gives you like this weird shit. But yeah, overall, I was bearish on the high time frame. We already dumped for 3 days, and we already had seen our retracement, which was right here. And this retracement was on Friday's AM session. What the fuck is this? What the hell? Alright, so here is the trade. So as I said, I was bearish on high time frame. We had a little retracement, and then within this leg, we had like an internal market maker sell model here. So as you can see, we had accumulation. We had our buy side of the curve right here, which tapped into a 4 hour fair value gap, which is where the smart money reversal will happen. And then yeah, targets, we have pretty much all these as targets. And yeah, so let's get into this. The morning starts, we open up higher. I'm gonna skip this right here. We consolidate here, and we're already rejecting off this 4 hour fair value gap here, but here we see a manipulation above these highs right here, and a tap into a 5 minute fair value gap right here. And then we do that with the manipulation. We tap into the 5 minute fair value gap to mark it out. I did not want price to close above this because it would be like pretty much disrespecting the whole leg. And then as you can see, price immediately rips lower. All right. And so this is where I tried entering a trade. So on MNQ, on AlphaTix, price actually closed like this. What the fuck? Wait up. So it closed basically like this, to the tick, right? That's how it looked. And I shouldn't have entered because I don't base my analysis off MNQ, but more off of NQ. Well, only off of NQ. Like if NQ closes over here, I should not enter because NQ didn't inverse a gap, and that's exactly what happened. But I kind of didn't even look at NQ, and I only looked at MNQ, so I tried entering. So when I went to place 7 micro NQ contracts, it didn't let me, and I was like, what the hell? And then it said order rejected because I'm on ES. So I had 7 contracts for ES, which is way too much for what my prop firm allows. So I could not enter the trade. And I tried switching to micro NQ and then entering immediately, but price just dipped. And this could have been another entry right here since we still inverted pretty much this whole leg. And we still have like a lot of targets lower. Like this, you know. So let's say my trade was up here, but let's say I would have entered here, right? Stop would have been at this high. Final target break even would have been right here. Final target would have been right here. The reason I didn't take this trade is because since I tried entering here, I kind of like disregarded this whole leg, and when price up, I was like, fuck, I missed my entry. I was like already crashing out, and I didn't realize that like this was still a very valid entry for where I wanted price to go for the day. So when price is ripped, hit TP, I did not take that, just to tell you guys again. Alright, these right here are London lows, I'm pretty sure. Then price keeps on going lower. Sweep London lows, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And then our targets are still here, right? ES has not taken any of these targets yet. And then we see, we open up this 15 minute right here, right? So we mark it out. And then there's also a 5 minute. That's like, that's this whole thing, right? So all this, right? So ultimately this gray shaded zone is where I want price to go, because that's where there's the most imbalance, and I ideally want price to tap both into the 15 minute and the 5 minute to have a good enough retracement. which price then gives us right here. Taps into both. I wasn't really gonna take any 1 minute considering we still had a 5 minute right here. And look, let's see something. This 5 minute that ends right there. There's a 3 minute right above. So when this 3 minute inversed, we already tapped into another 3 minute and into the 5 minute. So I could not enter that, and then I just waited. 5 minute closed right there. Beautiful entry, right? Not only did we respect a 5 minute, but also a 15 minute, and then we actually inverted a 5 minute on the 5 minute time frame. So we had a 5 minute bullish value gap, we inverted it, right? It's high strong, high confirmation that we're going lower, so I entered the trade. But I did want to see a pretty good retracement, so I entered like I'm pretty sure like right here, because my R was not. It was pretty good actually. Yeah, it was fine, I guess. So I placed my trade. It was a limit order. And then I'm pretty sure on FX Replay it's not gonna let me, but look. Yeah, it doesn't let me, but pretty much price ended up taking this low, and I didn't want to go break even because price was chopping around for a bit, and ultimately the targets weren't that good, to be honest. Like these rejection blocks kinda. And then yeah, price was just chopping around, so I put this as my break even, price hit this, and then I simply went break even. And yeah, that's it. What the fuck is this? Alright, so back to it, my mom just talked to me. So then here, let's just let's just do this. Move the trade, right? And oh shit, I don't even need FX Replay anymore. Let's go to Alphatix now. So on my funded account, I'm down 1,000 this week. Reason is, let me actually show you guys where I'm down $1,000. So I took a really dumb trade and I crashed out for the first time on my funded account. Let's go to market open on Thursday, right? So this happened towards the end of the session, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, yeah, happened right here. Alright, watch this. So this is where I crashed out. So I'm not gonna explain the whole trade because and all my reasons why we're gonna go lower. I'm gonna say we had a 15 minute right here, and then a 5 minute right here. This was break even. This was like kind of final target depending on the trade. And then whatever, SMT here. I'm not gonna explain the whole high time frame context. I don't have time for that. And then SMT right here. And I'm pretty sure on, I don't know why this shit's like bugging, but I entered the trade here. Stop was above the high. I'm not gonna explain as I said, but on the 15 minute time frame, there was an unfilled 15 minute that was like right here. Literally right here. So there's a really high chance that we're hitting it. And I didn't even pay attention to that, and I just blindly entered the trade right here. So I entered the trade and boom, stopped out. And then I'm like, oh my god, we tapped the 15 minute. Beautiful reaction. And I entered again. I was like, fuck it. I entered again. But I entered a little like heavier on risk. Like I'd say maybe a little less than 1%. But I kind of like, since I just lost, I didn't really have time to calculate my risk, and it's entered really fast. So then let's say this is my trade, right? So when I'm in the trade, and here I ended up getting stopped out because I moved this to where I lose like $300. I didn't want to lose that much, and so I ended up getting stopped out like right here. But if I would have actually kept my stop loss where it was supposed to be, would have already gone break even, and then yeah, just gotten break even. But yeah, I wouldn't have lost $700. Also, this trade was kind of dumb because of this 15 minute. But yeah, now let's look at the weekly outlook. So I'm down 1,000 on the funded account. Alright, let's clear everything. Alright, so neither ES nor NQ are yet to take this low right here. And I do feel like this little retracement that we're in, or like right here, is just a little retracement ultimately. And ultimately we're gonna head lower and at least come and take out these lows potentially. But yeah, honestly that's what I think, right? I think price for NQ and indices are gonna come lower. But I don't know if all the way down here, but I do see this as a retracement. But again, this is a good condition to have this 4 hour for value gap, right? If on Monday we open up like right up, like let's say right now we trend down, whatever, Monday we open up like right here, that could be a good sign to go higher. Ultimately we did have equal highs at all-time high, relative equal highs at all-time high, right? So it's a good condition. We have to see how we respect this. If we respect this and start to price lower, then let's say you respect this and then inverses this for value gap, that's like ultimate bearish. Like I'm bearish again until we take out these lows again. And then let's say we let's say price displays through this, maybe bounces back, whatever, starts going. I'd probably be leaning bullish. I still want more confirmation and more price action, but yeah, that's pretty much it for weekly outlook. And yeah, see you guys next week.